Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Love Hour. Please enjoy some beautiful music, and we'll start our program at about 5 minutes past the hour. Welcome, Peter. It's good to see you. Welcome, Mara. Good to see you. Glad you could make it, Arlene. Welcome, Greg. Welcome, William. Glad you're here. Oh, and we have Claudette is joining. From John's account, the ghost of John Renesch is joining us. So
He's with us in spirit.
that's right. That's right. Welcome, Claudette. I know that's you. So welcome everyone to the Love Hour. My name is Craig, and I am I'm really happy to be here today. This one's special. For those of you who are first-time joiners, we've got a few. Let me give you just a little bit of the origin story of the Love Hour, what this is all about. So I'm part of an organization called the Conscious Leadership Guild that was started by my friend John Renesch, who actually just crossed over on Thursday. So he's with us in spirit today, and on Zoom, because Claudette hasn't changed the name yet. But we were at a retreat, and we had a discussion around, what can we do to bring more consciousness and conscious leadership out into society. And we had such a good discussion in the breakout room that 2 years later, we're still meeting every 2 weeks. And a conscious investment banker, there are such people, in Ohio, had shared a conversation he had with a nun about bringing loving energy out into the world and doing that through meditation. And so out of that came this idea to have this hour where people sat every Sunday at 4 o'clock, wherever they were, and just meditated on love and put some loving energy out into the world. And it was designed not to be another Zoom call, because we thought maybe people were zoomed out. And the more we told people about it, the more people said, "What's the Zoom?" And so we realized there was a longing for community and coming together. And so 4 months ago, we decided on the last Sunday of the month, we would do live events. So this is our fourth one. And my co-conspirator in all of this, Mehrad Nazari, who is not here today, he's in Spain, so he's probably asleep right now. And I started inviting friends and colleagues and to come join us, and also to bring art and music into the mix. And so I have two very special guests today. The first is my friend Meg, who I met through Search Inside Yourself Leadership Institute. So she was my teacher when I was learning to be a Search Inside Yourself teacher, and has since become a dear and valued friend. And then and so Meg will introduce herself in a minute. And Sarah Austin, it comes to us through Mehrad's friend Monique, who is a music teacher at Carnegie Mellon. And so Sarah is one of Monique's students. And so she is joining us today from Pittsburgh to bless us with her music. Hey, William. Hey, Deborah. Really glad you're here. And welcome, Aaron. Yay, Aaron's here as well. So the program today is, Sarah is going to share some music with us, and then Meg will bless us with a guided practice, and then we'll have some more music, and then we'll have opportunities for all of us to just bring our voices into the room and share whatever it is we'd like to share. And then we'll have some more music, and then we'll have some more practice, and then we'll have some announcements, and then we'll all head off into the rest of our Sunday. And you're welcome to all stay on camera, and so we can see each other and build community. And with that, I will turn our program over to Sarah to share some music with us.
Thanks for having me. One midsummer's morn, as I was a-walking, the fields and the meadows were covered with green. The birds are sweetly singing, so pleasant and so charming, so early in the morning by the break of the day. Arise, arise, go pluck your love a posy of the prettiest flowers that grows in yonder green. Oh yes, I'll arise and pluck lilies, pinks, and roses for my dearest Lemony, the girl I adore. Oh Lemony, what a lovely lass thou art. Thou art the fairest creature that ever my eye did see. I'll play you a tune all on the pipes of ivory, so early in the morning by the break of the day.
And so with that, taking a moment to feel yourself present. Feeling your feet on the floor, sensing the earth below. Feeling yourself seated on the chair, becoming aware of your body. And as you breathe in, allowing the whole body to breathe in. And as you breathe out, allowing the whole body to breathe out. Noticing what touched you as you listen to the music. As you feel into your heart right now. What's there? And as you breathe in, see what it's like to imagine breathing in through the heart. And as you breathe out, what it would be like to breathe out through the heart. Breathing in through the heart. And breathing out through the heart. And if you'd like, you can even place your hand there on your heart. And the heart filling and expanding with the breath. And the heart releasing, softening with the breath. As you breathe in, the heart and your whole being opening and expanding. And as you breathe out, your heart and whole being softening and letting go. And you can leave your hand there at your heart, or bring it down, either way. And as you continue to breathe in and out, opening to the experience of simply being right here. The gift of noticing your experience. The gift of allowing whatever is present and arising to be here. And I invite you to think of something in your day-to-day that has brought you joy or delight. I'm curious what comes to mind. Allowing yourself to remember that experience, that thing, that person. Allowing yourself to remember to relive that moment. It could be something large or something very small. And as you remember this experience of joy and delight, noticing what happens in your heart, what happens in your body. Allowing that feeling of joy or delight to fill your heart. To fill your body. To fill your mind. And now I ask you to bring to mind something for which you feel gratitude. Something or someone. Letting yourself savor this thought, this sense of appreciation. And as you bring this experience, this thing, this person to mind, and bring in this feeling of gratitude, what happens in your heart? Can you feel anything shifting, opening? Allowing that feeling of gratitude to fill your whole heart, your whole body, your whole mind. And wherever you are, feeling yourself in your particular place that you're located. Becoming aware of the space, maybe in the room around you. If there are people nearby, expanding to be aware of their presence. Expanding beyond the walls of whatever building you may be in to become aware of the life all around. Other people, animals, plants. Becoming aware of the aliveness and the beauty all around you. Feeling that actual living presence. Feeling yourself as part of this ever-present flow of life. Breathing in together with all beings. Breathing out together with all beings. And to close, if you'd like, taking a full deep breath in and a long breath out. And if your eyes have been closed, opening them fully, returning to our room together. And if you'd like, stretching, gently moving any way that you would like. And here we are.
Wow. Thank you so much, Meg.
Mm.
That last one that I sang was a English folk song, and this is a traditional Scottish lullaby. So I hope you find peace in it. The sheep's in the meadows, the kye's in the corn, those o'er lying in thy bed, bonny at morn. The sheep's in the meadows, the kye's in the corn, those o'er lying in thy bed, bonny at morn. Canny at night, bonny at morn, those o'er lying in thy bed, bonny at morn. The birds in the nest, the trouts in the burn, thou hinders thy mother in many a turn. The birds in the nest, the trouts in the burn, thou hinders thy mother in many a turn. Canny at night, bonny at morn, those o'er long in thy bed, bonny at morn. We're all laid idle, we keep in the bairn, the lad will not work, and the lass will not learn. We're all laid idle, we keep in the bairn, the lad will not work, and the lass will not learn. Canny at night, bonny at morn, those o'er lying in thy bed, bonny at morn.
Thank you, Sarah. That was gorgeous. And thank you, Meg. Also gorgeous.
I was just feeling, Sarah, how music is its own meditation, and I was feeling it actually in my body as you were singing. It was lovely. Thank you.
So now's the time when we all get to share if we feel moved to. I should just remind all of you, this is being live streamed to YouTube, so what you say here doesn't stay here. So just I don't think that'll be a problem for this particular meeting, but I just want to let folks know that. And I can't not just begin by acknowledging John Renesch. And I think many of you, most of you who are on this call know him or knew him, or and some don't. But you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, because he connected Mayrod and I. So if you're part of the Mayrod Nazari Rancho La Puerta crowd, you're also here because of John Renesch. He was a powerful connector, and even though Meg and John didn't know each other, I wouldn't have known Meg without John, because it was his business partner, Tom Eddington, who told me about Search Inside Yourself. Mm. And so it's just very present for me that we really are all connected. And then there's these special people who, where that's kind of their life, that's kind of their job, is to connect others. And really, I've been thinking a lot that, our legacy is really what the people we've connected create together. Or it could be. It's a part of it. So, so I just want to say thanks, John. And thank you, Meg, and thank you, Sarah. And with that, if there's anyone else who would like to just bring your voice into the space, it's a small group, so we can have chaos. You can just unmute yourself and start talking. You can also just sit quietly. That's fine too. Yeah, Mara, please.
Thank you. This is my second time joining you. I was with you last month, and I just wanted to thank you again for doing this. I don't know any of you today except for meeting Craig the last time. I'm know Michelle and Miran for many years from Rancho La Puerta. So very happy to be here, and thank you very, very much.
Can I ask a question, Craig?
Yeah.
I just see that Arlene is here. Hello, Arlene. And I know you spent a lot of time with John in the passing, and I'm just wondering if there's anything from that experience or the wisdom of that process or from being with him in particular that you would like to share. I'm just very curious. And Arlene is a Zen priest based at the San Francisco Zen Center, and we've practiced together for decades. So I'm happy.
Decades, that's true. Well, I think what I mostly experienced, Meg, because I'm sorry to say I've done this for a number of years, but the love and the respect that surrounded every minute of John with Leslie and Claudette and Greg was the embodiment of what it is to help loved ones cross over. Mm-hmm. It's very hard to die yourself, your own body. It's a process, and the gentleness with how it happened because of the complete presence of these three friends and all the messages that so many people sent. So once again, that human connection that comes in many forms, known and unknown, I stayed on Wednesday for, I think about, pretty much the whole day till about 6 o'clock. And then he died at 1:24, I believe, Claudette, on Thursday morning. And I've been there a couple of times before, and care, of it's the teaching that's very important for many people of how to support people crossing over and taking care of yourself at that loss of that loved one. And I felt very honored to be with this group through you, Meg, through Craig, through Claudette, through Vasia. The world, our connection, that interconnection was very constant in arising. So it's birth and death. We say that all the time in Buddhism, and they are They are very strong and powerful experiences that we are now privileged in these last, 25, 30 years, maybe 40 now since hospice came in, that we can experience so directly as loved ones for family members.
Thank you.
And I know when I had the birth with your daughter, so, pretty much having her, the cycle we have, Meg.
Mhm. Thank you.
Thank you, Arlene. Thank you for reflecting that. Time for maybe one more brief reflection before we move on to some more beautiful music, or we can just sit with that.
I'll put in a word. I've been to these groups meetings for a couple of times, but it's been quite some time. And Craig sent me an email the other day. John was our mutual friend. We were both very close to him. And his last couple of years, his health has deteriorated to the point where, well, at the end, he couldn't even speak. He was just barely conscious. But he was a dear friend, and I'm really going to miss him. I've known him for about 10 years. We used to meet every Saturday morning and go to breakfast with other friends, and we got to know each other quite well. What I was so amazed while he was in the hospital, the people from all over were flying into San Francisco just to spend a day with him or an afternoon. And it was, all of his friends were rallying around him. It was just really amazing to see, because the number of people that he knew, and the diversity and all the things that he was involved in were just amazing. And it's fortunate. I feel fortunate that I was able to spend the last few days of his life with him and Craig. And he led an incredible life. He touched so many people. And I'm really going to miss him. But he's in a good place. He said he would send us signals once he got there. Watch over us. So I'm looking forward to that too. So it's nice to see everyone and be here.
Thank you, Greg. And it was actually Greg who introduced me to John. So really, this is all his fault.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, let's segue into some more music.
This one is a Welsh folk song. It's a little bit sad, but I hope it also is peaceful too as well. Life and its follies are fading away. Love hath departed. Why then should I stay? Cold is my pale cheek and furrowed with care. Dim is my eyesight, and snow white my hair. Near me in silence, my harp lies unstrung. Weak are my fingers, and faltering my tongue. Tuneful companion, we parted must be. Thou canst
master would fain swan-like expire in a last dying strain. And when above him the cypress bough wave, spirit shall murmur it over his grave.
And once again, settling into the heart. Whatever emotions, thoughts have been touched, within this safe space, this sacred hour, allowing them to be felt, witnessed, honored. Feeling how we can come together and hold each other with our kind presence. And if you knew John and you're mourning his passing, taking this moment to allow the fullness of those feelings, the sadness and the joy. And if you did not know John or someone else who has passed in your life comes to mind, bringing them also into this space. Feeling the very real sense of connection that is still there, despite the changes of life and death. And again, as you remember John or this person in your heart, in the midst of any pain, also feeling the joy and the gratitude. The preciousness of relationship. And whatever you would say to this person or wish for them, wherever they may be, saying that in your heart as well. Feeling the preciousness of your own life right now. To be alive here in the world, present. Thinking of someone in your life that you love and care about. Allowing that love to fill, to overfill your heart. As you imagine them well and happy and at peace. Appreciate how they have touched you, what they mean to you. And whatever words you would say to them, whatever you would wish for them, saying that also in your heart. Feeling your own life, the changes, the transiency. Opening to the preciousness of this moment. What is truly in your heart? And now letting go of all images of the person you care for who has passed, the person you love in your life, of your own sense of yourself. Letting all those particulars fade into simple love. Simple, indestructible, unchanging love. Letting yourself be filled completely with that love. Feeling this as your natural state. And imagining what it would be like as you go forward to meet each person from this place. And once again, if you would like, placing your hand on your heart. And if there's anything you would like to remember from this experience, a feeling, a phrase, a thought, feeling that or saying that to yourself right now. And then sending this love, this wish for well-being out beyond to all beings in the entire world. And to close once again, taking a deep full breath in, a long breath out. Lowering your hand, returning to our common space. Gently shifting, moving, stretching, and then coming back together.
Thank you, Meg. So a few closing announcements. As I mentioned, this is our fourth Love Hour Live. So Joseph Jaworski, who's another friend of John Renesch's, made this comment at a gathering we were at where he said, this may be the single most important thing that the Conscious Leadership Guild is doing. And that really struck me, because I think we need more love. So please spread the word. Invite your networks. Last Sunday, every month, 4 o'clock Central. And because I think it's, I think it is pretty important. And Meg, I love that prompt at the end. What would it be like to meet everyone that we encounter from this place of love? And what kind of shifts would that create? So lovehour.net is our website. So I will I'll just put that in the chat. And there are also just every Sunday at 4, that the original concept is people would just sit on their own. And there are gorgeous guided meditations, and Mehrad, as I'm sure Mara knows, has this wild network. It's amazing. So there are Russian translations of the Love Hour, and a Russian language loving kindness meditation, and a Chinese language loving kindness meditation, and a Dutch and German and French and Farsi. And it's actually super fun to play one of the other languages for the sit. And you can kind of follow along, even if you don't speak Chinese or Russian. You sort of know what's going on during the guided meditations. So just pro tip, if you're looking for a really fun way to sit and do a loving kindness meditation, you can select one of the other languages on the Love Hour website. And I guess that's about it. There's Meg and Arlene. I hope I'm getting this story right, but as the two of you were kind of in dialogue, I pulled up. I have a little note here with the inscription that's on the Han, which is the big piece of wood that someone like beats on to call people to meditation at Tassajara. And I just thought this inscription, which I hope I wrote down correctly, is kind of appropriate. So I'm just going to end by reading this, and then we'll listen to some more music. So written on this block of wood that calls people to meditation is this inscription: "Great is the matter of birth and death, quickly passing, gone, gone. Awake, each one, awaken. Don't waste this life." And if there's anyone I can think of who did not waste this life, it's John Renesch. So, thank you all for being here. This was a special one. This one's for you, John.
Thank you, Craig, for doing this and for pulling this all together. And I think John would be or is pleased.
Yeah. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Sarah, for being my co-conspirators today. Deep appreciation. And with that, Sarah, take us out.
Every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everyone. For those on YouTube, I'm going to end the live stream now. And for those who are here, we can hang out for a few minutes if you'd like. But this concludes our